Let's go. I put the city on top of my back, and it went way, way, way up. Like the D-line, I just go for my sack. Better be having they wait up. We the ones turning it up to the max. All that hate can't phase us. Cause we went way, way, way up. Never just way, way, way.
Hello and welcome to week 9 of the high school football season. I'm Jeff Jones, and our game of the week in Central Texas may have also been the game of the week in the entire state. Lake Travis traveled to Dripping Springs. Two teams that made it to the 3rd and 4th round of the playoffs last year get a rematch of a showdown that was decided by just one score a season ago. It's the Cavs versus the Tigers, with 2nd place in the district on the line.
We definitely don't want to end off district's 3rd place.
We're not really worried about the other team. We've been focusing on ourselves.
I think if you are constantly looking across the field, then you're going to play up or down to your competition.
It's been just like focusing on ourselves mainly and like putting the pressure on them to like make them make mistakes.
We've seen plenty on video to let us know that we've got to we got to give our best effort or it won't be a good night.
They shouldn't have beat us last year, and they definitely won't beat us this year.
I think if we really just play as physical as we know we can, it'll work itself out.
I think it'll be a physical game, and whoever plays more physical will win for sure.
It is Dripping Springs and Lake Travis in our game of the week. Now, they told us this one will be all about physicality, but let's not forget the importance of avoiding big hits. Tigers running back Jack Tyndall does one of those little side hop things you do when you walk into the couch, but the couch doesn't bring you to the ground. That drive ended in a touchdown for Dripping. This one ended with a new play on the highlight tape for Josiah Estes. The Lake Travis DB got the interception there. Now the Tigers already had a leg up on the scoreboard when Tyndall moved both of his legs in a hurry. A 57-yard touchdown increased the Tigers' lead, got the coaches on the sideline all kinds of excited, and Dripping Springs just never let up. They were in that Lake Travis backfield all night long. Dripping wins this one 24-6. My man Cory Mose was at the game and is at the game right now. We're going to hear from him a little later with some updates from the Dripping Springs sideline. Now to District 25-6A, where the top spot is settled, but everything else is messier than my bedroom when I was in high school. I'm clean now, so kids, there is hope for you. And entering tonight, there was hope for all 4 teams tied for 3rd place. Vista Ridge, Westwood, Stony Point, and Manor entered the week 9 with identical 2-2 district records. All the schedules smiled at us tonight because all 4 of those teams played each other this evening. Now we begin with Westwood and Stony Point. And how about this? First play of the game. Our camera was still getting in place when the Warriors hit the gas hard like it's not $3 a gallon. Owen Norrell cast one out to Fred Fisher. 65-yard score right there. Then on Stony Point's first play from scrimmage, Ananias Vance Refrigeration, making Phyllis, Pam, and Michael proud. Another great day at the office for Damani Stewart. He leads all of 6A in rushing yards and scored 3 first-half touchdowns. Westwood wins a huge one, 49-20. Now to the other teams involved in that 4-way tie, Vista Ridge and Manor. And if you haven't seen Mustangs running back Titus Petaway, you better find a way. He sprints to our camera and shows off some OU gloves. Hey, down 14-zip, Vista Ridge chipped away at the lead, and they eventually took that lead. Grant Anderson's rushing score started the comeback. The Rangers lead in the 4th quarter. They're up 2 scores now. That score 29-16. To the scoreboard for the first time this evening, Hutto went up north to Coppers Cove, and they're coming back with a win. 5-point win, 38-33. The Hippos, after a tough stretch, they now have a 2-game win streak going. Converse Judson hosting San Marcos, and it looks like the Rattlers are gonna either pull off a late comeback or come back with a loss. They're down 27-9 in the 2nd half. More scores coming your way. Great night for Lehman. The Lobos pitch a shutout and put up a bunch of points while doing it. Lehman wins that one 42-0 over San Antonio MacArthur. And Elgin gets that win over Pflugerville. The Wildcats win this one 44-17, a big district win for them. In 11-5A, there was a battle for first place tonight. Georgetown and College Station both entered the evening undefeated in conference play. Noah Boris found Michael Valenta, the 270-pound D lineman, in for 6. College Station responded in a hurry. Tony Hamilton with the score. Hamilton, great play on Broadway, great play on the field tonight. Let's go to the scoreboard to see how this one ended. Oh, the local guys could not come back. College Station wins that one 63-21. Oh, tough night for both of the Georgetown area teams. Eastview falls to A&M Consolidated 59-14, the final score there. More scores before we go to break. Let's do it. Connolly gets a win over Killeen Chaparral, 45-34, the final there. Lhasa, all right, Raptors, I see you got a win over Northeast, a district win that keeps Lhasa fighting for a playoff position, and it looks like they might have a postseason in their future. They double up Northeast, winning 34-17. We have updated you on 11 games so far, and we have much more left to show you. Scores, highlights, our Band of the Week, and our Play of the Week nominees are all coming up next. Welcome back to Friday Football Fever. I'm Jeff Jones, and it is time to bring in my friend Tyler Feldman. Tyler, good to see you, man. How you doing?
Jeff, what's up? Always great to be here. And hey, it is week 9. I'm doing fine. Let's do this.
Let's do this, man. We got more football to talk about, so let's talk about that. And let's spend a little time talking about the two 6A teams that have really separated themselves from the pack. They look like they're the best teams in town, at least for now. Undefeated Westlake and undefeated Vandegrift.
Yeah, earlier this week, you and I talked off camera about which team is better, the Shaps or the Vipers, and we never really came to a conclusion, but did determine the edge is very narrow between these two teams. And guess what? Yeah, the good people at Max Preps agree with us. This week, their state rankings at Vandegrift at 9 and Westlake at 10.
Oh, very close. Well, since they're back-to-back in the rankings, we'll put their highlights back-to-back in our show. Vandegrift hosted Cedar Ridge. Young athletes, lesson number 1, it pays to be around the ball, and it pays more than minimum wage. The Vipers ball carrier was stripped just outside of the goal line, but because Bryce Alturo was around the ball, he got the fumble recovery for a touchdown. Later in the first half, the best deep threat in town, Miles Coleman. Miles, 5,280 feet of awesome. Vandegrift stays unbeaten. They win 58-zip.
All right, as for the 10th ranked Shaps, not many teams have beaten Westlake back-to-back years. The Maroons did it, though, back in 06 and 07. But since then, 13 straight wins for the Shaps. Hey, this certainly helps the Maroons. Wilder Davenport deep downfield. God. Bryson Batts, long touchdown, but it wouldn't last very long. Big night on the ground for Grady Bartlett. 45-yard touchdown has Westlake in business. And hey, the defense does the rest. Peyton Luther, Mr. Detective. Interception. He takes it back for 6. The Shaps pick up their 40th straight regular season win, 14 straight over the Maroons, 65-7. All right, let's head to the scoreboards. Travis currently losing 46-0 to LBJ. Then Kerrville Tivy blanking Cedar Creek. Cedar Creek still without a win this season. More scores. Bastrop coming up short to Lockhart, 28-17. Lampasas falling to our friends down in San Antonio, Davenport, 56-21.
Not my friends if they do that to the local guys.
I'm trying to be friendly, Jeff. I'm trying to preach your energy.
McNeil entered tonight hoping to pull off their biggest upset in years, and they did just that, beating Round Rock. Now, here's the play that we watched over and over again in the sports office. A one-handed snag from Zach Christie. That score put the Mavs up, and they stayed up. How about that McNeil defense pitching its second shutout of the season and against one of the most recent powerhouses in that district? Final score in this game, 17-0.
Wow. Over at nearby Gupton Stadium, high energy as always from the Cedar Park student section. Cheering on their Timberwolves against the Glen Grizzlies. Late first half, check out Henry Wicker and Santiago Martinez teaming up for the takedown behind the line. Grizzlies getting it done on defense too, though. Aiden Arp zigging, zagging until he meets Elijah Honeycutt. Hey, how you doing? Cedar Park up 14-10 at the half. Arp here in the second half. Later connects with Gavin Chappa. Deep downfield, nice little connection as the T-Wolves get a nice little win, 17-13.
Ooh, Joey Tribbiani in that highlight read. Okay, I like it.
How you doing?
Hey, I also like this. Burnett gets what looks like it's going to be a win over Canyon Lake. Burnett up 38-20 in the second half of that one. Taylor got a win over Marble Falls, 46-22 the final score there. The scores keep on coming. Fredericksburg falls to Uvalde, 24-20 in this one. And Giddings takes home a narrow win in a rivalry game. Love that. The drama in a rivalry. The Buffalo beat LaGrange, 23-21.
I'm giddy after seeing that.
Giddy about Giddings?
Yeah.
I like that. that. I'm not enraged about LaGrange.
Okay.
A little more of a stretch there.
That's good, though. That is good.
All right, yeah. That might be good. This is going to be great, guys. Every week we celebrate a different group as our Band of the Week. This week, the team from Glenn earned that honor. We'd love for you to take a listen. Welcome back to Friday Football Fever. And guys, it's time to talk about the Rouse Raiders. They brought a 6-game win streak into tonight. And head coach Josh Mann told us that it is a spirit of honesty and vulnerability that's led them this far. He says that's a lesson that he learned years ago while visiting Baylor. And he left Waco with the motto, rules without relationships equal rebellion. Well, clearly the Raiders' relationships are strong this season. They entered the night riding a 6-game win streak, and the last time Coach Mann's Raiders won 7 straight, they also reached the 3rd round of the state playoffs. Tonight they're hosting University, that's the name of a high school, from Waco. Raiders got the ball first, and on their opening drive, 3rd and long, London Morgan went up top to his wideout, Sean Nolan. Tough catch, but he hung on for the first down. Later, 3rd and goal, crunch time right here. Morgan flushed out of the pocket. He tries to tuck it and do it himself. Cross the goal line if he can. Oh, he can't, and he lost the football. The Trojans recovered. Then a few plays later, Cade Bonham yells, "It's time to go right now." Home run pass to Rashad Smith for the touchdown as the Trojans jump out to a 12-zip lead. They go on to snap Rouse's 6-game win streak. The final score in this one, 27-19. Down south in Buda, Hayes hosted San Antonio Wagner, and check out that Hawks defense. Robert Breakchrist and Joel Gonzalez teamed up for the forced fumble and the recovery. Now that didn't lead to points, but this did. Wagner, they had a dude playing quarterback who wears number 40. What's that about? That is numeral nonsense, a uniform unpleasantry, and ill-fated imagery. But it worked. Wagner and their interesting number assignments win this one, 46-14. To the scoreboard once again, Smithville looks like they're trailing late in the second half. Gonzalez up on them by 8, 27-19. Wimberley, they get another win. They stay undefeated, beating Geronimo Navarro 49-20. More scores coming your way, and good news for Gerald. They top Austin Chi. The Polar Bears fall 64-7. Llano, I believe that's back-to-back losses. Tough for the Yellow Jackets. Blanco beats them 55-24. Guys, it is now time for our drive of the week, which took us to Maynard Newtek, where Lago Vista made the 42-mile drive to face the Titans. Vikings, well, check this out. That is Swade Griffith swaying up the middle for the touchdown. Smooth move. Then later, the Vikings get the ball back in the red zone, and this time it is Dominic Garcia. He's going to find Cade Houston out east, of course. Houston, we do not have a problem. That's a touchdown and a great thing for Lago Vista. They make the 42-mile trip worth it, blanking Maynard Newtek 67-0. To Burger Stadium, where Aikens hope to get win number 1 this season, and Bowie hope to get a tighter grasp on the district's final playoff spot. Bulldogs QB Cruz Tello, cruising USA. Bowie was up by a score when a player on the all-name team made an all-world catch. Carmine Benjamin Eliza Ray Raz. That name is a mouthful, and that catch was an eyeful. Bowie wins this one 56-7. More scores coming your way. Florence, oh no, they fall by 14. Final score against Elkhart, 28-14. Thorall and Thorndale playing up north. Thorall gets the win there, 42-14. All right, more scores. Mason, punch on. They stay undefeated. They were in our game of the week last week. Won that one by 1. They win this one by a lot more than that. Mason beats Junction 53-13. And speaking of lopsided wins, Regents doing what Regents does. They get a big win over San Antonio St. Anthony, 77-0, the final there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Friday Football Fever. And guys, we saw the highlights earlier in the show. By title, it was our game of the week, but really determined by the matchup, it might have been the game of the week in the state, not just in our area. Dripping Springs took down Lake Travis, final score in that one 24-6. Two of the top teams in town and really two of the top teams in state. And my friend Cory Mose had a front row seat for it all and just finished talking to the winning team, those Dripping Springs Tigers. Cory, how's it going out there?
Yeah, Jeff, man, you like you just talked about, we thought it was going to be a close game, but Dripping Springs dominated from start to finish. Actually, in the first half, that defense for the Tigers held Lake Travis to only 35 yards total and 1 first down. That's it, just 1. So I was able to talk to defensive leader Luca Pacucci about how they were able to accomplish that. What a freaking game, huh? First off, this defense was dominant all night, but particularly in that first half, held on to only 35 yards total, 1 first down. Why were y'all so dominant on that side of the ball tonight?
I mean, it doesn't really just start on Friday night. It starts Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Our preparation this week and the team, how they bought in to our theme, especially pressure. Pressure was our theme this week, how we need to apply it. And it really wasn't just set up tonight. We did it all throughout the week, and that's what had the outcome of the first half.
Yeah, and Jack, you ran the ball all tonight, man, over 200 yards rushing. What made the run game so effective?
I mean, our O-line came out and just whooped butt and came out just playing super fast and physical, open up holes.
Yeah, and so what does this kind of win mean for this program and for, of course, district standing?
I mean, this puts us in a good spot. Pretty sure we can host a playoff game, if that's right. And I mean, it just shows other teams how hard we've worked and how far we've come this season. So
yeah,
so
Coach, I just got to ask you, how bad did you want this game tonight? I saw you were coaching all the way to the final whistle.
Well, every Friday night, it's hard to win on Friday night in the state of Texas, and so each one's special, and this was a big one because we were tied with these guys in district standings. This kind of separates us a little bit, kind of puts us in that second place by ourselves, so that's important, those district standings. So this was a big game for us just from that standpoint, and then coming after a big game, a physical game, coming back and having like Lucas said, great week of preparation, and then executing well. That's because that's the playoffs. It's a great team after a great team, and so we've got to practice that as well.
And Coach, I probably talked to you for like 20 minutes yesterday, and I just heard you talk to your team afterwards. You probably said the word physical about 50 times throughout that time span. How proud are you of your team's physicality tonight?
Extremely. I mean, that is something, as coaches you preach, hey, if you can be the more physical team, that gives you the upper hand most of the time. And sometimes you are, sometimes you're not. But if you can do that consistently and more often, I mean, that's going to give you the ability to win more than not.
And you gave these guys the weekend off. How y'all feeling about that?
Oh, so nice. I'm sleeping late tomorrow.
Yeah,
sleeping late. Well, y'all deserve it. Congratulations on the win, and good luck next week.
Appreciate it.
So big win for Dripping Springs. They're now second in that district, and they get the weekend off. Jeff, you think I can get the weekend off? Maybe? Yes, no? Maybe so? First win, district win since October 2020.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been a drought.
It's been a drought.
Oh, yeah.
When you were taking the final knee, what was going on through your mind?
It's like we didn't know how to act because we just never done it before. It was such a good feeling. Like, we're just so excited. Thank you, bro. We're just so excited, bro. Oh, my gosh. I don't even know. I'm speechless.
Yeah, what's the emotions right now?
I'm just so happy and excited. All the work finally paid off through practice and all that.
And what does it mean to you? You talked about the work. For you to be able to do all the grinding, to get to this point and for it to pay off, what does that mean to you?
It feels amazing. The team has been working really hard. It's been hard because we've been in a drought, so we've all been working, trying to stay together, and now look, came through with one.
And walk me through that last final drive where y'all got to go down the field and score a touchdown to kind of get the lead. Man, what was that feeling like before you walked into the field, and when y'all were able to accomplish that, what was going on through your mind?
They called the play, and I was like, okay, this might be open. So I faked it, and then he opened up right away. I saw him through it, and it was the best feeling I've ever felt in a long time.
So I got to know, when y'all get into the locker room, what's going on? What
We're celebrating. Everyone's going crazy. We're all dancing, yeah.
Love that. Well, congratulations. We can dance right here. Hey, we got a little dance right here. Hey, 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 hey.
Time for our Big Save of the Week, sponsored by Austin Telco. We start out with an outstanding grab from Bowie's Carmine Benjamin Eliza Ray Raz. I can't say that name 3 times fast, but I can say great catch, man.
Absolutely love what I saw in this play over at House Park. Westlake's Peyton Luther doing his best detective work in the secondary, the interception, but we want to make this big save worthy. He takes it back to the house for the pick 6.
Hey, play number 3 only needed one, as in one hand, to make this amazing touchdown catch. Zach Christie from McNeil. Forget the sticky fingers. He had a magnetic hand. I'll put these nominees on my Twitter page at Jeff Jones Sports. Go vote.